Right now, joining us for more information on the Women's Africa Cup of Nations qualification process across the continent. Let's now go live to Lagos, Nigeria, where sports analyst Kayode Tijani joins us. Kayode, just looking at the qualification, Kenya are going for their first time. Egypt are making a comeback since 1998. What does this tell you about the competitiveness of women's football across Africa?
Well, it just states very clearly that it's not going to be a tea party for the big teams alone anymore. Nobody is going to say, okay, you know what, Nigeria is going to win it definitely. Nigeria is going for a 10th win. That is a record. The only other country that has won it of late, Equatorial Guinea just twice. But in Nigeria did not qualify for the Olympic Games. It tells you exactly what you need to know. No, they are not going to overrun anybody anymore. And apart from that, in the qualifiers, Nigeria had a tough time defeating Guinea. Normally, the Super Falcons of Nigeria are always trashing all the teams that comes their way. Nigeria will remain favourites, of course, but it's going to be tough. In the qualifiers, Senegal, it was 1-1 in Dakar, and it was really tough, defeating them in the second leg. So for Nigeria, it's going to be a tough one. Nobody's going to just hand it over to them now. Of course, listening to all the reports earlier, it just tells you there's even much more development in all these other countries that have not achieved half of what Nigeria have achieved in female football. In Nigeria, there's no strong league. Ghana just started a full league now for the whole country. Nigeria has so much still to do when it comes to female football. Enough has not been done, and everybody's waiting for Nigeria to come back from the Nations Cup, most likely victorious, and try to do what all these other African countries are doing.
You talk about Ghana there. Obviously, both Nigeria and Ghana are the teams that will be representing West Africa at the tournament. Would Ghana be one of the big prospects when it comes to the Africa Women's Tournament in Cameroon?
Well, I mean, because Ghana is a lovely, strong footballing nation, everybody would think so. But their track record in female football has not really measured up to what it is when it comes to being male. So nobody will really expect too much from them. But of course, it's Ghana, anything can happen. And like I told you, their league is getting stronger. They just started it 3 weeks ago, and they're very serious about it, committing a lot of money. Sponsors are ready. The FA is really doing so much for the females.
All right, and finally, moving from West Africa to Southern Africa, both Zimbabwe and South Africa are the only teams that will have played in Rio at the Cup of Nations. What is the significance of having two teams from Southern Africa in Cameroon?
Well, it just shows what they've been building on for the last 5 years. They've not stopped. They continued. They play on lush green grass. The female teams are treated like the male teams, unlike, for instance, in Nigeria. And I mean, this is the result. But now they have to go to play the biggest countries in the world. I think the advice is for them to play a lot of friendlies with the top teams in the world. Play a lot of friendlies with all these strong teams, Korea, Germany. You have to really be exposed, because what you are going to meet at the Olympics is so different from what is coming from the African Cup of Nations. You can't write them off, but they are going to learn. It's a learning process. I don't see them really getting past the quarterfinals, if they can even get up to that. It's a learning process for them.
All right, Kayode, thank you very much for joining us this evening on Match Point. That was sports analyst Kayode Tijani joining us live from Lagos, Nigeria, talking to us about the qualification process for the Women's Africa Cup of Nations tournament later this year in Cameroon.